What's happening, bitch? Boom. Episode 11. Boom. Episode 11. 10 plus 1. I'm not going to waste too much time on doing the math today. Right before I was about to do this motherfucking episode, I'm just jumping right in there, but can't forget. Oh, it's time for a Corona break. You smell me? Especially when there's a lime in it. Do it. All right. So right before we was about to do this, my phone started blowing up with all the shit about the Cavs doing monopoly work all across the board. This shit is like, they treating this shit like it ain't grown man. This seemed like motherfuckers just at the table. These motherfuckers trading away everything. They traded away Isaiah Thomas and Channing Frye for a first round, and a first round pick to the Lakers for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. I think that's that's cool. I wish they didn't have to give away the first pick, but I guess they trying to go back to the championship and beat the Warriors. I don't know. And then they also got rid of Derrick Rose, Jay Crowder, and Iman Shumpert and the three-way deal with the Jazz, and the Kings. So, yeah. And then they sent Wade back to Miami. So, a lot of shit going on with the Cavs, man. It's just like, I don't know. I think that's part of the reason why, don't get me wrong, I like NFL more, but I still watch basketball, but it's just so much going on, man. It's just like you can't even buy a jersey for these motherfuckers anymore unless you buy like the top 5 guys, because motherfuckers is just getting shipped everywhere. So I don't even want to get into that too much, because by the time y'all see this shit, these trades is going to completely change up. I just want to say that I fuck with the Cavs because I'm from Ohio. I fuck with LeBron. You know what I mean? And I straight like that. You know what I mean? I'm not a big basketball fan, but all that shit is going on. I think that shit is crazy, man. I think this shit is like it's like Monopoly or something, man. The motherfuckers just trading away properties real quick just to win the game right now. Win the game right now. And it's like, man, these dudes got to pick up and move their whole family now, man. They got kids and shit. I mean, it's not like they don't got the money. You know they got the money, but shit is crazy. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm also going to talk about the NFL, of course, and the Super Bowl. Well, actually, wait a second. Hold on. Wait, 2 breaks. Now, hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm about to do it right now. Hold on. And still, hold on, because I want to hear it just as loud as y'all hearing it. And still, the only team, man, and still, the only team with 6. Fuck the Patriots. Said it loud and clear. I hope you hear me now. I hope this travels airwaves everywhere. Woo! Boy, when I seen Tom Brady drop that catch that what's his name threw to him, I can't even think of his name because I don't like him either because he's a Patriot. And Tom Brady was like, ugh. I was like, you blew it! Boy! Flexing! I almost went and bought an Eagles jersey just for the game, but I was like, I'm not going to do that because I don't want it. But yeah, as you see, Tom Brady lost. Period. Hey! See that? You see that? You see that? All right, man. I'll chill out. I'll chill out a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah. Patriots lost. Okay. So now that I got that out of my system, say that to say this. Tom Brady is a fucking great quarterback, but I was glad that the whole situation, human malfunction. I was glad that the whole situation and the way it transpired. For one, James Harrison going to the Patriots disgusted me. So I didn't want to see no extra ring get put on his hand with that team. I'll always be one of my favorite players, but right now he playing for the other side, and I don't fuck with him right now. So shout out James Harrison. I hate the jersey you're wearing now. But the irony of the situation, and I'm sure you've heard it 100 times already because the motherfuckers been talking about the Super Bowl all week, but he made Jimmy Garoppolo get the fuck up out of there, right? Because the backup, he didn't want no backup being that good around him because you could tell that's his whole thing. And then got beat in the Super Bowl by a backup quarterback, which is Nick Foles. Make some noise for Nick Foles because he stopped Tom Brady on his shit. And then in other news, just happened, the same quarterback that Tom Brady tried to on gets a $137.5 million deal with the San Francisco 49ers for 5 years. Holy shit, son. That's guapi. That's bread. Bakey. So, yeah, man, the Patriots, man, and what's crazy even more is because I'm a diehard Steeler fan, as you can see. But I'm also a sports fan, and I'm also realistic about it with a little bit of favoritism on top, maybe a lot. But anyways, what I'm getting at is now they're talking about the Patriots like they're all fell apart and this, and that. It's like, man, y'all was just sucking dick last week. And now all the sports shows talking like they all fell apart, man. They'll figure it out. I'm sure they'll be back in the conversation next year. But the one thing, I want to congratulate all the Eagles fans out there. I know a couple homies, couple people to watch the show like the Eagles, you know what I mean? So shout out to y'all. Y'all was talking crazy early on, and y'all got to see it through. So congratulations. You kind of know what it's like to be a Steeler fan. Not really, but you got it for right now. You know what I mean? It's all right. Enjoy it. It's only a couple months away for we back. You feel me? But one thing I did want to say is, you know, that's really big for the city of Philadelphia. And what I really don't understand is the rioting. I don't understand, like, blow shit up because we won. Like, I understand getting all the way fucked up, getting drunk, you know what I mean? Just having a blast, potentially blackout drunk type of night if you're an Eagles fan because y'all never seen no shit where y'all won the Super Bowl before. So I can understand. I mean, you see how Kevin Hart fell apart on the scene. That was hilarious. I couldn't believe that. They shunned him. But it's probably for the best because it probably would have fucked up some bread for him if he would have been able to get up there. Anyways, the rioting is fucking stupid, man. Stupid. Y'all make yourselves look stupid and even worse. You know what I'm saying? Most of the videos you see, it's mainly white people doing it, and they're not calling it rioting. You know what I mean? But, you know, with other type of rallies and stuff like that and protests, you know, they instantly call it rioting. They instantly make it, you know, something so bad when people are doing that for something they believe in. And this is a sports event. Motherfuckers are just blowing shit up and they talking about that so lightly. I think that's fucking crazy. Shout out to America for being the fucking most double standard fucking televised fucking network ever. Because the way they just describe shit is just fucking ridiculous. Ain't that crazy though? These motherfuckers is, on one hand, you got, you know, you'll see protests, you know, for some inequalities or racial issues and stuff like that. And motherfuckers do a couple crazy things and get loud and it's rioting instantly. These motherfuckers is in celebration mode, flipping cars, burning them, trashing stores. And it's just, they're talking about like the celebration went overboard. No, motherfucker, they're rioting. They lost their mind. You know what I mean? For that, Philadelphia fuck around and not want them to win another Super Bowl. For real, if you think about it. And that whole situation was just crazy to me. I think it's crazy, and I think if you want to like break shit because your team won, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's what I'm gonna say. Also want to shout out the boy Shazier. That's why I tried to put on his jersey. He stood up last week at a Penguins game, and that's a big deal because if you ain't know the hit he took, and it's one of the best defensive players in the league, not just because he plays for the best team, but he is one of the best defensive players. And he stood up, man. It was, he had a lot of spite. I don't know the big words because I don't want to fuck them up. I probably can say them if I wasn't being recorded, but right now I probably would just fuck it all up. So he suffered from a major injury, which he was paralyzed and had to be, had to have a lot of surgeries, couple surgeries. I don't know if a lot is the correct word. Damn, I'm just blowing it. He had to have surgeries, and the man wasn't walking, and he didn't play the rest of the season, and he stood up at a hockey game last week, and the whole place went nuts. So make some noise for Ryan Shazier. If you hating on that, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to see nobody in any sport get injured like that. You know what I mean? I don't really want to see anybody get injured at all, Maybe busted in their shit, Maybe had to sit out for the game because I don't like them, and they got busted on their shit. But I don't really ever want to see nobody suffer from a real injury, you know what I mean? So that's awesome. Also, this morning, I woke up to seeing the here, I'll tone it down for y'all. For someone tries to turn it off a little bit, they get mad. Like, I know y'all be mad. I swear to God, more people talk shit about the Steelers than any other team in the NFL. And it's usually Cowboys fans. I wonder why. Probably because, yeah, it's just whack. But, so this morning, I woke up and I seen a trailer for the Venom movie. And I was like, oh, shit, this is about to be dope. They about to make a Venom movie. And then I watched it, and I was just like, Corona break. Double time. It was too short. It didn't really show anything. I ain't fuck with it. They need to drop another trailer ASAP, but the movie's not coming out till the end of the year anyways. So I guess it's more like a teaser. It wasn't even a trailer. I seen everything said a trailer, but it was like a teaser. Like it wasn't, I ain't get hype off of it. So Marvel gets for the day because I wasn't feeling that. Also, we got the Snapchat update. It's got the internet going crazy. My shit updated and my shit works fine. So I don't know what everybody's bitching about. I just wanted to say that because I don't know what you're bitching about. My phone didn't change. But for everyone that Snapchat is fucked up, I'm sorry. Maybe you should call Snapchat or send them a letter or hashtag them and diss them or whatever. The quicker y'all complain more, the more they gonna get to it faster. So, yeah, I'm just running through subjects today because I really don't give a fuck. Oh, real quick. All right, so I seen this fucking video. They're still talking about the fucking Tide Pod Challenge shit. So this is like Tide Pod Challenge revisited. I can't believe this is still a fucking thing. This is fucking ridiculous, but it is a thing. So I'm going to watch this clip that I watched yesterday. And I'm going to play it because I think it's important that people see the stupid shit. Okay?
Bright colored detergent pods look like candies. They look like toys.
No, they might as well say bite me on them because that is what they offer. You don't need them to look like gummy bears in order for consumers to use them.
Well, this is in response to...
Wow. Really? I want to know how much these motherfuckers get paid to be on the dumb side of this argument. Hit this motherfucker. Y'all see it, right? You're going to be able to put it up, right? Jordan, you're going to be able to put it up. So he holds up the Tide Pod and says they might as well say bite me. You blew it! Why should they might as well say bite me? Can anybody name some candies that even kind of looks like a Tide Pod? That you bite through the fucking plastic and eat it like that? Because I really can't. They got like candies where like you got like the liquid candy, and those are usually in bottles or something. You know what I mean? Something that's and has sugar with them or something. Or even like I cannot fucking think of anything that looks like that. That's basically saying bite me. Yeah, maybe to like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, but no fucking 2 or 3-year-old is doing the Tide Pod challenge, posting it on the internet. That's why we're having this conversation. I don't think anybody, so what, now Tide is going to have to fucking, they're probably going to have to print something on there that says, do not eat this because obviously you're stupid enough to try it or whatever the fuck. I can't believe this is even a conversation. Dude said he might as well, hold on, man, let me watch the rest of this real quick. Because I remember just watching it, I'm like, really? These motherfuckers is reaching for the clouds with this.
Not only the Tide Pod challenge, but there's been a number of accidents too where very young children put them in their mouths. And there were 12,000 calls to Poison Control Center last year because of exposure to laundry pods of some kind.
What the fuck are your kids doing with Tide Pods? Is this the time that we're approaching? So you have to sit down and explain why you don't eat soap and laundry detergent? I remember when I was little, if I got in trouble, I'd get some soap put in my mouth or like some hot sauce when I was real young, you know, as punishment. These kids is doing it and getting put on punishment. This is a real thing that I have to talk about again because I feel like this is fucking crazy. It says lawmakers push to make Tide Pods less appetizing. Does that look good to you? Do I hold that up and you think, that bitch looks banging? I got a fridge full of fucking food, but let me, jump to the laundry room and start chewing on the side of some fucking soap packets.
So legislators are asking these new requirements for the packaging, for the coloring, so that it wouldn't be quite as attractive to young kids. Procter & Gamble, though, says the design of the product is not to blame for a dangerous trend. And that
no, they're not to blame because it's laundry detergent. And laundry detergent has always fucking been bright colors and some fucking... Look, y'all ain't even got Tide. Hit my line, hit my email. I go up in there and argue this whole shit for you. Make these dudes feel stupid. Because I'll just hit them with a line of questioning. Like, okay, so what makes you want to bite this, sir? You fucking idiot. How is this attractive to kids? I mean, I guess it looks like a fucking... Could look like a gummy or something in the fucking package if you're fucking under the age of 4, 5, maybe. That's not who's doing the Tide Pod challenges. There's no fucking 5. Dude, if there was 5-year-olds and shit, little babies doing this shit, it would be even louder than it is. Wow. Yep. Well, that's gonna be the last time I talk about that because I'm wow. I can't even. I'm in complete disbelief. 12,000 phone calls were made to Poison Control about Tide Pod challenges. How many backhands were given out? I want that count. How many backhands were given out? Because if them kids was fucking old enough where their big teeth was coming in and they was doing anything like that. Straight up, I don't give a fuck. Flat out. I think that would be great. Because maybe when you backhand them, they'll spit everything out. Wow. Moving on. I kind of dropped the ball on that, but that's because of disbelief. I don't know what button to press. Woo! Tide Pod challenge. Okay, so anyways, so the main thing that I was actually going to talk about today, all that I really didn't even plan on talking about, but most of that popped up like right before we started this shit. Like I was going to mention the Venom shit, but what I was going to talk about today, and it's kind of an extended version of And That's Period segment. Period. What I want to talk about is the self-entitlement that everyone is doing now in days. And I think that's why a lot of people are dumb as fuck and don't have the things that they want. Because the amount of self-entitlement that's going on in society right now, particularly with my age group, younger and people a little bit older, is self-entitlement is somewhat important because you have to hold yourself to a certain type of standard and you have to know your worth and you have to constantly remind yourself, you know, your value. And you have to congratulate yourself and you have to compliment yourself and you have to kick yourself in the nuts and you have to check yourself. So self-entitlement either, if you don't listen to that, then self-entitlement either has to stop or like come with some asterisks or some small print. Cause like what's happening is everyone just puts themselves on the highest level. I don't even know how high these cameras can go. I'm trying to reach out the camera view. Everyone puts themselves on the fucking highest fucking level, but motherfuckers don't even reach that high to grab something out the cupboards. You know what I mean? They either ask someone else to get it for them or they just eat something else. Point being, don't fall into what society is creating, especially social media. Everyone wants to be a king and a queen. Everyone can be a king and a queen. I'm not saying that they can't, and I'm not saying that you are or you're not. What I'm saying is that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of determination. That takes a lot of checking self, checking what's going on around you, checking what you give a fuck about, check how you're spending your time. There's a lot that goes into that. So don't just fucking share a meme that said something that sounds fucking cool and you ain't changed shit. You didn't change a motherfucking thing. Period. You just read a meme, it sounded cool, sounded great, but you ain't even gonna live by it. Period. And what's crazy is you'll catch these vibes off these memes, and these memes do serve a purpose. You know, let's not take away from some of the shit that be in these memes do be real shit. But if you're not going to take into the account that everything that comes with it, then fucking you just lying the minute you share it. Period. The minute you believe it and you don't try to even step towards it. Period. Bullshit. I just wish people would really... Let me put it like this. We all do this thing where we seek compliments. It's human. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers be like, I don't never see it. A motherfucker can't make me. I'm the best. That motherfucker seeks approval too. Everybody fucking does it. Everybody wants to feel validated. Everybody wants to know that their value is better than what they value themselves. Everyone likes to feel like that. Unfortunately, you might not deserve that. So there's reasons that you might not be receiving that. And if you rely on that to evaluate yourself on where you're at in life, you're not going to go too far because you don't even believe what's being told to you. Why do I say that? Period. I say that to say this. If someone pays you a compliment and it's like it's one of those type of compliments, but you don't really believe that shit, but you believe it for the moment, it meant nothing. You got to harness that energy that you got from that and build on that, or at least remain afloat, whatever you're doing. You can't just, if a couple of days go by or, nobody tells you. I think it's a big problem with women too. I think it's a bigger problem with women than it is with males. If you disagree, there, you shot me. That was for you. You shot me. But in my personal opinion, I think because societies, with Instagram models and likes and shares and social media in general, it's like you got to be all this and everybody's opinion matters. Let me tell you something, girl. The only motherfucking opinion that matters is the motherfuckers who truly give a fuck about you. When shit goes wrong, the people that is checking on you. When you feel like shit and those motherfuckers that ain't cool with that and try to pick you up, those are the motherfuckers that matter. You know what I mean? Not all these random people that you got from high school and your work and your friend's boyfriend and your friend's girlfriend and random people. Listen, man. You're trapping your mind in a hallway full of doors. Well, you don't even need to be on that hallway. You don't even need to be there. You need to be on the road to success and progress. You looking for a door to open that's supposed to like there's gonna be happiness behind door number 4, door number 5. No, realistically, you gotta just keep going. You can't be constantly trying to just find something to make you feel better about yourself. It's not gonna happen. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to love yourself. You could give me 1,000 compliments in the world, but it doesn't matter if I don't believe you. And some people will take a compliment knowing they don't believe it, say thank you, share that someone gave them that compliment and don't believe it. So you're accepting it, you're saying thank you, and you're showing it. But the one person who needs to know it doesn't know it. That's why I say self-entitlement needs to stop. Because I know a lot of motherfuckers ain't really as confident as me. Ain't really as confident as some of the people I know. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not dissing you either. But it has to stop. It has to stop soon. Because if it doesn't, then you're not going to be able to build into the person that you claim you want to be or the person that you saying you want to become. Because I don't think a lot of people are lucky enough to be where they want to be. But if you are, shout out to you and congratulations, and don't stop because it could get ugly real fast. And for the people that want to pretend and just be like, oh, I'm a king, I'm a queen, blah, blah, blah. No, you're not. If you need a fucking hand for every fucking thing you need to do in life. And not just saying everybody's going to need a hand, but a hand that, you're not really helping, that's helping you. You know what I mean? Because everybody can find somebody to do favors for them, but what are you doing for that person that did you a favor? How do you balance things? I don't know what kind of you blew it! Corona break. But what I'm mainly trying to get to, man, because I see it everywhere and I think it's disgusting. The self-proclamation, the self-entitlement is just ridiculous, man. Do something for yourself that makes you really believe that shit. And one thing that I found is when you start doing those things, you really don't even care about telling people like that. You might tell a couple close homies, but you don't want to broadcast it to the world on social media like that because then you got to deal with everyone's opinions about your accomplishments. And as long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. So, in conclusion, believe in yourself. Stop believing memes. Stop believing people who don't even seem genuinely happy too. Because sometimes you could take a compliment or you could take something from somebody that something said to you and it can really affect you. But make sure that person is either A, cares about you sincerely, or B, if they don't really know you and you're at least allowing them to even get some space in your brain, make sure that they're a genuinely happy person. Because maybe they just wanted to fuck with you today. Maybe they just want to shit on you and, that's the internet is undefeated. So they're going to constantly do that for you. See, I ain't have a lot to talk about today. But I just wanted to make sure I got that out there. And it's very important. I'm almost done with my Industry Assassin 4 mixtape too. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to see y'all next week. This is episode 11. See ya.